Okay. So my name is David Mellor, and I am from Liverpool in England. I like to say it as the cultural capital of the place. And I left the rat race before the rats ate me alive, and I'm now in Turkey. But I was living near Liverpool, and I saw the economic decline. And I just walked down our street, and this is what I saw: street scene. That's a tanning studio. That's a tanning studio. That's a chippy. That's a chippy. That's a hairdresser's. Empty shop. Empty shop. Empty shop. That's a smoke-free Wetherspoons. That's a closed pub. That's a closed pub. That's a closed pub. That's a couple strapped for cash. That's a family next door whose gyro couldn't last. That's a fake tan. That's a discarded chip paper. And that's another fake tan. That's just a street that's come to its end. Thank you. So basically, that was the area where I lived in, and also the economic decline under the Conservatives. And basically, the 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 word became that other people were to blame for the economic decline, and mainly they looked at refugees. And this is called just somebody, a child refugee. I heard the shots, I did, and my siblings being dragged screaming out the door. My father ran, carrying me like a football up into the hills and miles away, terror in his eyes. Which way now? Into the truck, freezing at night, dumped on the shore. There was no need to ask, are they coming too? As I knew, they were no more. The boat with 100 frightened faces came ashore. We were taken to the airport and told, get back home. My father desperately pleaded, but to no avail. We landed back in Kabul. He was tortured and murdered. And I followed suit. Thank you. Okay, so I don't know for American people here, did you hear about the far right attacks on the streets of Britain? They came out viciously and attacked asylum seekers and anybody foreign because Britain is a racist country. Fact. British government's official advice: England's green and unpleasant land. I need to flee my country. Stay and die. I wish to stay in Britain. Then lighten your skin. Change your religion. Don't talk in your mother talk. Then you will be fine. If you decide not to accept, then bricks will be through your window, be shouted at, knocked and spat at in the streets, because this is the rotten cradle of democracy. This is England's green and unpleasant land. Thank you. Okay, so I'm now going to change the tone and talk about my local library, Garswood Library, when I was young. If I could be brave enough to remember the first time I went into my local library at the torrid age of 18. If I could be brave enough to remember what the librarian said to me as the jaws of the shark stamped those books with a thud. At first, I held them, scared to death as they contained words and were unnecessarily heavy. And then, as if secretly, I finished a thing called a book. But did she see that worried look in my eyes? And did she look at me with that northern grit and say, with these things, you will get by? But as ever in this series of poems, there's an epitaph. The library closed its doors for the last time on the 29th of January 2024 due to austerity. So there's my little England for you. My little England that is dying. The Tories have gone, thank God. Okay, so around the time I went to the library, I was living in Garswood, a little new development place. And this is me as a young boy. Under the sun, I was a good boy. I never did wrong. The trees were very giving as I climbed the highest branch. Under the sun, I was a good boy who never did wrong. The light would stay till I was too tired to kick a ball. But at home, I was a bad boy who always did wrong. The dark spelt foreboding, trembling till the lights broke away. Okay, thank you. So I'm sure you've had this experience. Thank you, that's very nice there. I'm sure you've had this experience where you see somebody and you think, oh, it could be them, but they're already dead, so it can't be them. He wasn't my father. He wasn't my dad, but I thought he was. Hunched up at the bar, cracking jokes, stealing the show. I felt like tapping him on the shoulder and telling him, I have so much to tell you. But the words lay as flat as the beer I had just bought. And the lost words we had never spoken built up in the ashtray, engulfed by the beers, and the distant murmurs of cars signaled goodbye. Thank you. Okay, so my next poem is called Snowdrift and is for everybody who's been, well, I was married and I had children, and then I thought life was perfect. I'm happier now, but something froze it dead in its tracks. I can still feel the freezing cold air on my cheeks, an air long since gone like the people I used to greet on the streets. And you were so small, I could fit you in the back of my bike, sitting under the slide so the cold rain wouldn't bite. I can still feel the freezing cold air. And I, worn out by life's daily chores, pulling the sledge to school, carrying the groceries that could feed a school, all done with love, of course. Then one day, on returning, you told me where you had been. I can still feel the freezing cold air, my lips that wouldn't move, and the ice gripping my heart. Thank you. Okay, so I had a period then of being on my own, which is never easy, is it? I saw the kids every few weeks. We all know the story. Alone. I used to buy toilet paper before, now just for one. So I get the 2-pack, the half loaf, the small pack of Marge. Open the door of my 1-bedroom flat, make a cup of tea for one. Listen to songs by people missing someone. Make my single bed, turn round to see no one. Wake up, kiss no one goodbye, shed tears that no one will see. Come back at night, climb the stone stair and open the door. Turn on the light and imagine you are there. Thank you. Okay, after a period of feeling sorry for myself in the early 2000s, I went on the internet dating, which wasn't too good, and I survived it by basically just drinking. As we do, it's either that or inject yourself with arsenic to cope with it. And this is true, and I apologize to the world. Dating in a state. I'm hanging around in a dating in a state. My keyboards are covered in tobacco crisps. They're sticky with beer. I'm telling someone I like to climb mountains. I'm calm, I'm sensitive, and I'm in control. But I'm typing words I can't see, and I'm starting to spill the truth. I'm divorced. I've got kids. Oh, I see. I like betting, drinking, smoking, and doing most things to stop me from feeling. Hmm. My kids are miles away and I'm up in the air. Are you still there? Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so you then start to sum up your life, or the sort of bad bits, or but also the good bits as well. And this is basically time wasted me. And you can see all everything I've done here on Mellor DR YouTube. You will see everything I've done there. I didn't realize how bad life could be until I realized I was me, naked in front of the mirror, bulges where there shouldn't be. Time wasted, time wasted, time wasted me. I didn't realize how quickly the clock of time could cover me, leave me breathless and not how it should be. Me up a tree, me with you, Carl, creating Marvel figures before tea. Time wasted, time wasted, time wasted me. And you, my father and mother, feckless and insecure, gave me the backbone of a cripple, always to spend my life at the bottom of the sea for sure. Time wasted, time wasted, time wasted me. Thank you. Still got time in myself, so I don't take all your time. So as you get older, you see young people, don't you? And you see them starting things in life, and you hope the best for them. Young lovers on a beach. Sellotape this moment to your heart. Collect the sand you laid on together in jars. Dictate the conversation to your memory cell. Repeat the memory of the kiss on the bathroom mirror. Sellotape these moments to your heart. Because the trembling does turn grey, and she will slip away, but not today, on this scorching hot beach, in which you slip into each other, as easy as water, as easy as a dolphin gliding and gliding through the sea. Thank you. So I've just got some few up-to-date political ones. This is my reaction to what happened to Salman Rushdie. For Salman Rushdie. There are no words, because words can lead to death. If I let my pen run freely, I will be the next. You will be the next, until the door is closed and the audience has left. Thank you. Okay, I now come to, we all remember the beginning of the Ukrainian war, and a certain place really struck me. And this is Mariupol. In the silence for Mariupol. The cars outside my window rumble to and from places without a care in the world. The children scream out Mehmet's name to come out to play, and when he does, their little faces light up. In Mariupol, there is just silence. A bird sarcastically chirps. A dog sniffs around, but there is nothing to eat. The rumble of tanks has gone, the screams have died down, rockets lighting up the sky have faded, leaving no one, just bullet holes, ripped into a playground. Thank you. I'm not going to give any explanation to this, because I don't want to. This is a child in Gaza. Dreaming of leaving this rock above my head. Dreaming of leaving the thought you are dead. Dreaming of leaving. Going back to when I played here, running up to the path, mama, mama, kissing your sweet forehead, now motionless and cold. Dreaming of leaving. No wishing to go, but there's no one here, just the buzz of the drone overhead and the night falling in my soul. I'm leaving, dreaming of leaving. I'm leaving this world. This is for every child in Gaza. Thank you. Okay, I've just got a few poems now, which is short ones about where I live. I live in the Black Sea, which is really wild, really wild. And across me is Russia, Ukraine, everything. But I mean, it's really like Jurassic Park. The Black Sea. Green, 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 as far as the eye can see, like green, green clouds hugging the earth and me. Sea, 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 rugged, dangerous, enveloping me. The people, safe and secure in their own skin, unique in pleasure, happiness flowing inside of me. Green, 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 sea, sea, the people and me. Okay, I've just got two tiny poems now. And the first one is about a little bird. Okay, so, little bird. He belted his little heart out, same time every day. It lasted for hours and hours, but still she does not come. I shout at the little bird, why not perch on another tree? I was calling out to you, the little bird replied, to keep that smile on your face. Okay, before I read my last poem, you can have a look at what I do on Mellor YouTube. And So This Is It is a pretty good book if you want to, or on Twitter, or the post of David R. Mellor. So I live near the sea now, and the sea is something which helps the soul, and you find yourself. Last point. At last, me. The sea makes me cry because my tears have filled so many. In raging thunderstorm of despair over her or him, I have come crashing to my knees. The sea makes me cry because my tears have filled so many. But now we are still, and in depths comes pleasure. Through the crystal water, I at last see me. Thank you very much for allowing me to do this tonight, and thank you.